link. Make sure that we're on. It says it's going. Let's see.
It's gonna
Waiting
be
for
on your
YouTube.
page, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Up
look
now.
on your
I should
page.
probably mute the audio. What's happening, guys? Dave, the film junkie here. Welcome to a live film junket podcast. We're going to be talking about a whole bunch of crap today. So sit back and enjoy this 5-hour podcast. Just kidding. It might turn into that. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm here with Mr. Chris Wong-Swenson. How's it going, Chris?
What's up, guys? Aloha.
Aloha. That's right. He's 3 hours in the past, at least from me.
Yeah.
Usually I'm always the one that's like in the past. But yeah, now I get to spoil the next 3 hours for you.
Yeah. By the way, when I emoji this, I'm not saying call me. I'm doing the shaka sign.
The what sign? Oh, yeah. This,
people
right?
like,
yeah. Oh, people think like,
call
hey,
you? Call me? No, don't call me. I'm just
call me
saying
maybe.
what's up.
All right, but before we get into it, I wanted to get to know Chris a little bit more because I don't feel I know him that well. Yeah, why not? I mean, first off, you can find his videos at Ping Pong Flicks, or just type in his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just type it in. So when did you start YouTube?
I started in March of 2016, about maybe a week or two after Batman v Superman, and my first video was a 40-something minute talk about Batman v Superman because
you do those long videos, man.
I was back then I did a long video, and then I started trying to do short, and I never really got to what I'm supposed to be doing until maybe earlier this year, or no, late last year, I think.
So you feel like you found your formula now? Took you a little bit?
I think, I think it's because I was like, should I do it here and there? But I always have things on my mind I want to talk about, and I really only have maybe 2 hours. Get the kids to sleep, get over here, and then by the time I'm done rendering and I put it on, it's like almost 12 midnight, and I'm like, I gotta get to bed.
Oh, nice. Do you have a day job? I take it.
Yeah. Well, I own my own business.
Oh,
so,
look at you.
I can, that's why I can do this anytime.
That's awesome.
The only person I can fire is myself. So,
wow, there you go. Well, don't do that.
Yeah, I know. Don't do that.
I like yourself. Seems like a hard worker.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
So you've been doing it for 2 years. And I've noticed that you put out at least a video a day, and it probably ranges between 10 to 20 minutes long.
Yeah, I was used to do like very 8 to 10 minutes, and then after a while, I was trying to do. I started doing 20, and then a lot of times, if you notice now, I don't really cut into my videos. Like I don't edit it too much because I'm so tired. I'm like, if I say whatever, if I'm like thinking whatever, it just turned out. I hope people don't mind that, but it seems like they don't. So
okay, because you don't do the jump cut method. You just kind of go.
I used to do a lot of jump cut methods, and maybe I'll do some here and there if I feel that I just said that like earlier in the video, and I'm just ranting at that point or rambling at that point, so
I mean, if it works, I mean, I'm one of those where I'm just kind of like, let's go. So if I have any breaks, I'll do a jump cut. But my pod when I'm just talking to myself during my little podcast here, obviously that's just 100% like an hour just me talking to myself, which is normal for me,
right?
Usually a car ride, I'm talking to myself or something,
right? I like those podcasts, by the way. I like your pod because it goes inside more into everything else.
I dive into a lot of things, even with other stuff besides the movie world. And I know some people like, dude, you should stop talking about politics and this, that, and this. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna comment on it because sometimes it does bleed into the movie world, all this stuff. But one thing I really do like about you, Chris, is when it comes to online and when somebody's talking shit, you don't pull out the claws. You don't pull out the claws and start going after. I don't think I ever really.
What do you mean?
Well, like with somebody, with about 106 followers says something bad about Snyder or the DCEU. You're not quote tweeting and going after the guy. And I've noticed that you're not really like that. You're more positive, and I want to be more like you.
Oh,
that's what I'm getting at.
I think it's something to learn in my own day job. Is
Yeah.
that it's all about service, and it's all about being cordial, not burning bridges, and not to let negativity get to you. So, oh, I see some of my fellow awesome fans like Aaron Levine who
There you
says
go.
negative things about me, but thanks for watching my videos and clicking, because even though it's a dislike or a comment, that's engagement to YouTube.
That's
So
the
it
way I
actually
look at it.
boosts you up. And when you make, like I said, when you talk and make noise, there's going to be all types of people coming after you. I just
No, of course.
don't let it get to you. Right?
Yeah, that's the way. I mean, I've been trying to be a lot more tame on Twitter because I used to be, I wasn't like big time, quote tweeting when I see something bad, but I was part of it, and then I was like, all right, we got to change this. We gotta, when there's articles that we don't like, we got to just use screenshots, or just people in general, just use screenshots if you want to make a comment on it. I'm like, I'm all about like people making comments, but it's just when I see like, somebody, what's that chick, Ashley Lynch or whoever, Grace Randolph, they say something bad about the DCU, and all of a sudden I'm seeing the same tweet, 57 times on my timeline. And it's like, oh, I forgot about that Lynch girl, but she said something to troll certain fans, and now I'm seeing her name over and over again. And I'm going, I think she wanted that. Trolls want their name to be tossed around everywhere, and they know exactly what to say to a certain fan base to get them going, and then all of a sudden their article or their tweet is getting retweeted thousands of times.
Right. I mean, I don't understand how they do that and why they get any rise from that. I don't. Yeah. So there, it is a mystery. It's a cryptic creature. It's very they're interesting. Like
it is interesting. I just noticed that you don't really take part of the quote tweeting and saying something like, hey, fuck this guy, or something, or a certain article or what they had to say or something,
Yeah.
No, you're pretty.
No,
it's a good thing. It's definitely good. I've seen other people too, mutual people that think that. I think it's just that Asian in you. You're calm. You let everybody else fight.
Oh, I think it's the Hawaii thing.
The Hawaii thing. There you go.
We're all laid back here.
That's very true.
I've got corporate managers coming over here, and I tell them they're like really aggressive, and I'm like, local people don't like that, man. You walk in here with that aggression, they turn you off right then and there. You got to come in. You got to talk about their families. You got to talk about other stuff, and then you slide in something, and then they'll catch on. But
okay, so
it's a local thing, I think.
Gotcha.
It's just how I was raised. I don't know.
Exactly. No, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like I said, I'm trying to be more zen and not trying to attack when I, obviously I'm going to make videos about some of the stupid stuff, and still defend. But I'm not going to just like. Somebody with 107 followers and that said something mean about Snyder, I'm like, let's just let it go. Don't give him the exposure.
Right. Absolutely right.
All right. Well, that's cool, man. I mean, I remember we kind of first started talking because you followed me on Twitter and followed my videos, and then I kept seeing, we would talk to each other back and forth, and then I think it was at the beginning of the year is when somebody sent me your video about the Snyder Cut and like the timeline of everything that happened behind the scenes of Justice League. And then I went, oh yeah, this guy. That's right. I talked to this guy, on Twitter. Maybe I should actually watch this shit. I was like, oh yeah, he has videos. That's cool. Yeah. And a lot of people were requesting us to, of course, do stuff together. So second time. That's right. That's
cool.
He came back for more, guys.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love talking about this.
Yeah, stuff. I know. It's pretty fun. So we got a lot to talk about here. Let's first talk about what do you expect at Comic-Con this year?
Oh, a lot. And not just, the DCU, I'm expecting that Godzilla 2 Kingdom. I'm a huge Godzilla fan.
That's right. You like those big monster movies.
Trailer. I want to see the American versions of those monsters, because they've only made an American version of Godzilla, but the other 3, Rodan, King Ghidorah, and the other stuff, never seen them. Like what are their versions of that? So that's interesting. Of course, I
heard it's a monster fest. I mean, there's already been test screenings since they said, it's a monster fest.
Yeah,
so you're gonna get your fill.
My kids can't wait. I got literally Godzilla toys all over the floor. I wish
It's
they'd
all
pick up.
right. I get
But
you have a fetish. You have a
yeah,
fetish. I get it.
it's great. Yeah. So, well, that's my kid's fetish now. I gave them ghost stories. Now
You're
I made
passing
an
it
animal. I
down.
made a monster out of these
There
guys.
you go. That's right. You guys were. I take it you guys were a fan of the last Pacific Rim movie.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were, and
Yeah.
I looked at it as how if the kids love it, I can see
That's all
why
that
the kids
matters.
love it, and
Because I saw
that's
you
all that
post. You
matters.
posted an
Yeah.
image of your kids watching it, and they were just
Oh,
glued to it. Hey,
right.
that's
And
all that matters.
they draw pictures of the Gypsy Avenger, all of
Nice.
them. It's awesome. And Steven and I always liked it. He always comments back, so it's kind of
Yeah,
cool.
I know. I saw that. That was pretty cool that he
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
responds to you. I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't really dig the movie too much because I'm
yeah.
more of like I like the original one, which I actually watched that the other day, and I just
Oh
felt
yeah,
like it lost a little bit of what Del Toro was doing, but
yeah.
overall, it's not bad.
It's more surface level, I
Oh yeah.
think, than what I agree with you. The first one is still way better.
Uh-huh.
In terms of effects too, I don't know how the effects got downgraded a little bit.
It seemed like that because you watch those
Yeah,
visuals in the first one, and they're so gorgeous.
they're like, that's real, isn't it?
That,
Like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
have you feel the weight of them.
exactly. And the second one, the monsters and the robots were just moving like people, like normal, like really fast and everything. And it was just kind of like
Yeah, there's
it
more
just was so quick.
cartoony. Yeah,
Yeah, which I think that they were going for that. Whatever, that's
yeah,
fine. I mean, hey, long as your kids love it, that's fine.
yeah.
But anyways, what else? What else do you expect at Comic-Con?
So, well, besides DCU, I'm thinking Marvel's not going to be there, right?
No, they're skipping it. They're
going
gonna
to
do their own
D23.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah, probably.
probably. So, and I
I'm
don't know
sure
what's
they'll
the
have
deal
something
with.
there, though. They gotta have something there, though. Don't you think? Like at least a pan, like a standees or something set up or
Yeah,
something. Maybe like that, not a panel.
Wasn't there a year they said they weren't going to come, but they showed up anyway?
Yeah, probably.
I
It
don't
was
remember,
mischievous.
yeah, but it won't be the big stuff.
No, it won't be the big. Yeah, like a Avengers 4
Captain
trailer.
Marvel, right? Avengers 4.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to what Dark Phoenix, or even they calling X-Men anymore?
I know. I think it's just called Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what's that about?
Because they're worried they're gonna get swallowed up by Disney.
Oh, you think?
They're like, fuck.
Oh, you saw it today, right? The Comcast.
Oh yeah, it's starting to happen. Didn't they? Somebody counteroffered, right? Disney counteroffered again.
Disney counteroffered. Did Disney counteroffer to Comcast the shares counteroffer? It was like $41 a share.
I haven't looked into it too much. I've been kind of lazy today.
Okay.
So I'll have to look into that. We suck, guys. Yeah.
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 Sorry.
Yeah. What can you do? We're not good at our jobs. But I think I read something about that they were counteroffering with like some more cash
stocks,
sweeten the deal and stuff like that. I mean, you know what? My whole thing about it is I don't want it to happen because I don't want Disney to own almost half of the movie business. I mean, it's going to be like what, roughly 40%, 40%. Somebody calculated it. I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. It would be cool if Comcast took it, but hey, I'm okay with Marvel getting their properties back. Fuck it. Let them get X-Men and Fantastic Four back. Yeah. I know a lot of people are saying there's like a doomsday scenario, like they're just going to cheese it up and everything. I'm just like, I don't care. Let them do what they want. We got good movies from Fox, towards the end there. It's whatever.
It's not up to us. It's out of our hands.
Anyway. It's not. It's not.
Yeah. I agree with you. Like, I'd rather have not because there'll be like more diversity in terms of movies and stuff like that.
I don't want Disney to own Alien.
What? I mean, Bob Iger promised that they can go that R-rated route.
Yeah.
But really, I don't know. I'm not sure.
It'd just be weird to see that Disney logo in front of an Alien or a Predator movie or something like that. It'd just be strange.
It'd be strange. Unless it's Fox and then on the bottom it's Disney.
Yeah, maybe they'll do that. They'll still have the Fox logo possibly. Yeah.
Right. So I'm okay with that. Whatever happens. It's out of our control. What else is there? What else is there? Man, I'm really just looking for DC. And I think it's gonna be a DC show.
Oh, for sure.
For the most part, Hall H is gonna be crazy on DC.
What do you think is gonna show up?
Well,
don't say the Snyder Cut.
Before, well, I don't think so. It will be Aquaman, definitely Shazam, and Wonder Woman 84. So that's definitely, I believe it's going to happen. I hope they really get into what they're going to do with this whole DC Dark or Black or whatever. Yeah, DC Black is a terrible name. DC Dark's a little bit better. But I need some kind of clarification on what their plan is specific design for what that Walter Hamada is trying to do, and what like the two universes. Is there two Batmans? Is there two Jokers? What's going on? No.
Yeah, I keep on making videos about that. I'm like, I'm waiting for a confirmation here. I mean, we have a budget, we have a start date, we have cinematographer, we have all this crap, and we don't have like the producer, the director, and the star. No real confirmation yet.
You're talking about the Joker movie,
yeah. I mean, like, we haven't heard anything from any of those guys, and the last thing we heard from Joaquin Phoenix was he said that if he were to approach a role that numerous other people have done, he wouldn't copy. He'd do his own thing. He'd take from what they did and do his own thing, you know. And he talked about you know how that's been throughout the years when multiple people play the same role. That's it, though. You know, he never really said other than that. He goes, "I have no idea what you're talking about." I mean, of course, he could be bullshitting.
Right,
but we'll see.
How long? Look how long Jason Momoa says.
Yeah, true.
Punch me in the face. I'm like, okay.
I know, right? But I mean, I remember him holding up like a rake or something like that in a picture a long time ago, and he was with his middle finger up, and I remember that was pretty much confirmed it for me that he was Aquaman. Yeah. But yeah, I want some clarification too, because I'm just going, okay, we're getting two Joker movies. A lot of people are saying that's a bad look. You know, the other Joker movie, the Leto Joker movie, is not even confirmed either. That's just got thrown out there. Apparently it got leaked out there, and we don't even know if that's going to end up happening.
Right.
Just so much. Hopefully they clear it up.
That was a Variety report. So, yeah. I mean,
don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
They also said that the Ben Affleck Batman movie was going to start shooting last spring. Hello.
Oh yeah, that's
remember that when he indicated he pointed. I don't know what the hell indicated meant, and it didn't happen. It didn't happen, and that's what I get so sick of is we have these sites that are writing articles about one sentence in a post that had nothing to do with that actor or character. That's what's been going on since last year. It's just every now and then that happens, and I'm like, really? That's the source right there? Okay.
They take a opinionated line and they throw it out there as a headline. Right. Yeah.
No quote, no nothing. You know? And I'm just like, can we get a quote from the actual person or persons involved?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen. Well, hopefully that's what they give us at Comic-Con. I'm expecting that too. I mean, there was a little rumor going around that possibly Matt Reeves and Ben Affleck might show up on stage. And I did a video about it, and I wasn't getting anybody's hopes up.
Yeah.
But I mean, that would just destroy all these rumors back and forth. But of course, now we're hearing that the Batman's going to be in the Joker universe, and
just needs some kind of
clarification.
And some people are asking me, does that mean Ben Affleck is going to be directing his own Batman again? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, depends on what Walter Hamada's vision is.
But it's just weird because I mean, Ben Affleck welcomed Matt Reeves to the project on the Twitter, so it seemed like they were working together.
But that was before Walter Hamada, though.
Yeah, that was a lot of changes could have happened since then.
Yeah,
and then of course Matt Reeves even said that that his Batman takes place in the DCEU, but the story is separated. Like, we're not going to have like a bunch of Superman flying in or Wonder Woman or whatever the heck.
Then again, he said DCEU back in August of 2017.
Yeah.
And Walter Hamada came out in 2018. So there's so much things could have happened since the John Berg's, Jeff Johns thing. So.
Yeah, it's just getting so like, but it's just, when we hear all this, it's just like, it gets tossed around like it's fact, like everything, rumors are fact now, sometimes, and people are tossing it around, and I'm like, no, let's relax a little bit. Yeah.
It's still all rumors.
Yeah,
until we get a quote from the guy.
I know, exactly.
But I think that's what I'm excited for Comic-Con the most, is to see what they're going to put out.
Yeah.
Even like what are they? That's the exciting part. That's the anticipation.
Yeah, of course we're gonna get that trailer, which sucks because I heard that the trailer might show up before that. The
Aquaman trailer?
Yeah, I heard it was gonna possibly show on. But I mean, even when they showed it at Sin Europe.
Yeah. Yeah. You mean when they said it was gonna be in a few days or something?
Yeah. See, even those people were saying that few days. I'm just wondering, like, maybe there's something they didn't get the response they didn't like at Sin Europe, and they wanted to like beef it up a little bit just to make sure. I don't know. But then at the same time, you kind of go, well, Comic-Con's the perfect place to debut the first trailer. Maybe they just thought of it like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a big day, I mean, obviously that Comic-Con day is going to be huge. It always is.
Yeah.
I'm always waking up anticipating in front of my computer, just, pounding my keyboard and, getting the camera on to watch whatever trailers that come out. That's why when people ask me, you going to Comic-Con? You live close to San Diego. And I go, yeah, one of these days I will. But right now, I'm not big on the huge crowds, first off. I probably go for maybe the first couple of days just to check it out. But on the day of the Hall H, the Hall H panel, I always like to be parked here just so I can get all the content out.
Yeah.
I see you got a co-pilot here. Yeah,
I got a co-pilot.
Way. Look at that guy. Future nerd right there. Yeah.
I just texted my wife to get back in here and take her.
Teamwork.
How you doing?
Cute kid. What's his name?
Declan.
Good name. Yeah. But what were we talking about? I got distracted by the cuteness of your baby.
Sorry, you were talking about San Diego Comic-Con.
He looks just like you, by the way.
He does.
With the big round head.
Say he looks like my wife.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't seen your wife. Yeah. I was just making fun because you look like you're also an infant. Right. You have good genetics, just like me.
Oh, you probably have beautiful kids. Huh?
Right now,
When you get there,
yeah. I'm just saying, a lot of people don't guess that I'm 34. I don't know how.
You look like your dad.
Yeah, that's what I get a lot.
Yeah,
my Mexican dad. I'm not gonna grow a mustache like him. I don't know how he does it.
No,
he's had that mustache forever. I mean, sometimes he's had the mustache goatee, and I've had that, but I don't know how he does the mustache thing 24/7. I'm like, how do you do that? And then my two uncles, his two brothers. I mean, they all look like they could be in an El Mariachi band. They all got the mustaches and the dark hair. And I always say that you guys just should put on the uniform and just rock out as El Mariachis sometimes. Because my nana, their mom loves mariachis, and I told them that they should do it for a birthday. Anyways, I just went off on a whole tangent about my family. But it's what I do, guys. It's what I do.
It's all right.
Yeah.
That's why it's like a live thing. And
exactly. That's why I dig it.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, but when it comes to going to Comic-Con, eventually I'll go. Because I'm right there, and I'm sure with how many subscribers I have on my YouTube and everything, I could probably get a press badge.
You're like 20 plus, huh?
Yeah,
20,000.
I'm at 25,000.
25,000.
Yeah, plus. Yeah,
awesome.
Thanks. That's why I did that little giveaway thing, which took me forever to go through. It was pretty cool. Like people came through. Like I got a lot of entries for that. I wasn't expecting so many.
Did people say, were you giving away the Snyder Cut?
No, I know, right? Snyder Cut T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, I made some of those. So, when it comes to Comic-Con, eventually I'll go there. But I just like to be in front of my computer, taking in everything that's coming and posting about it and talking about it. Can't do that if I'm there. I mean, if
that's
I'm there,
true.
Yeah, if I'm there, I can't do it. And I don't have anybody else. It's just me. So.
That's true.
That's what I like about it. So I'm
hoping to do that too. But
just get in front of and maybe we'll have we can have a post.
Hey, let's have a podcast.
Post podcast. Yeah, we'll talk about what we saw. We'll do that. See, there you go, guys.
Sounds
more
good.
Coming from us because we know you love us and our huge mugs. So the Snyder Cut. Yeah. What's going on with all that, huh?
Well,
you've been posting a lot of videos about it.
I know because I'm apparently obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I mean, there is a lot of noise out there, and it is interesting. I mean, not too much lately. I think Zack Snyder was the last one. Was the whole Aquaman?
Yeah, the Aquaman
thing. And I know some of us are like reaching. Maybe he's saying it's a different angle, so it's the different. It's the director's cut.
It's interesting because because the guy likes to, when you watch his movies, he likes to peel the layers back and stuff like that. I mean, when he showed his thumb and there was a cut on it, that was obvious that he was talking about the Snyder Cut.
Right. And for people like the surface level, they're like, it's just him cutting his thumb. They're like, has his movies ever been surface level?
I know. We all start turning into Charlie Day, just going, yeah. Exactly. Everybody starts looking into it.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you know what? The big thing, what I've noticed, and of course this has been happening the last couple of days, is the fact that people higher up, your John Schnepp's, I mean, look at what Comic Book Resource, they posted that article.
I was shocked. I thought it was going to be a negative thing when I opened it.
And it's because of Jay Oliva, if I'm saying his last name right.
I don't know either. I was calling him
I think it's Oliva. I don't know. Tomato. You're
right. You're probably right.
People call me Penna all the time, so whatever. Anyways, it's mainly him because he's been very vocal. He's the one that's really flipping the script on these guys, where everybody is getting not excited for it, but they're now saying that yes, it does exist. But the question is it ever going to get released? That's what it is.
The conversation has changed.
The conversation
existence to when are we going to see it?
Exactly.
If and ever.
Yeah. And how much is done? How much is it? What does he need to get it finished? I mean, I'm hearing stuff from, of course, there's Fiona who says that he doesn't need
money.
Yeah, he doesn't need the money, which is a little weird because I heard a little different. That I heard that he does need money, but it's not as much as that some people are saying, like 70 million. He needs 70 million. I'm like, I'm hearing a little more to 10 to 20 million than anything.
Even Jay questions, like, where does the 70 million come from? Although he never replied back to that. But
exactly.
Like, where is that come
from? It's coming out of Jeremy Conrad's ass.
Yeah.
He farted that out there. I mean, he was just doing that just to shut everybody up. He didn't know. He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. None of them.
It was an educated guess.
Right.
And he wants to keep on saying, and and look, when it comes to the higher up guys, your Scoopy Pants, your Mr. Conrad, and all those guys, when they say it doesn't exist, basically they have their sources that they always go to, and their sources are, of course, if it's within Warner Brothers, they're not going to admit.
They're not going to tell them
it exists. It exists. No, it doesn't exist. We're moving on. We're looking forward. So that's what they're hearing. So as much as they're dicks about it, they can be dicks about it. This is their sources are telling them this for sure.
Right. And their publicists may be choosing which avenue to leak that information out.
Exactly.
So I always go back to that. I know not a lot of people like Film Gob doesn't like Christian Harloff, but there was that video he did where he was in the Scoop game, and it was a little bit an insider thing, and he was talking about that. Was it The Guardian? I forgot what movie. The one with Chris Pine. The one he saves people in the water. It's like old days. What's that?
Finest Hour or something.
Something like that. So he had a scoop that Chris Pine was in that movie, and the publicist says no, that's a big flat no. And then the next day they gave it to like the Hollywood Reporter, Variety or something.
Yeah, see.
So he says she obviously lied to him so that another source can get it. So that's why I'm not really privy to scoopers in a way. If they could get the right information, they could.
Hey, you're gonna hit the target every now and then, but you're not, they're not batting 1,000. I mean, who knows if they're even batting 500. And and that's part of the game. I mean, but it sucks when like they don't cop to it and they don't apologize sometimes, and they act like, oh well, cut it right. Well, I didn't say that. That's when you can get on them. But I mean, when it comes to the Snyder Cut, I mean, what they're hearing is nothing. It's a pipe dream, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to come out. But of course, when you have somebody who actually worked with Snyder, worked on the movie, did the storyboards, and saw what was coming, and he's very vocal, you kind of got to take, what he's saying to heart. He's not just going to be out there bullshitting. Why would he do that?
Right.
And he's also talked about NDAs, and he's not revealing everything that he knows. I mean, goddamn, didn't he tweet about when they're all on the bridge, and he goes, if you guys only knew what he's talking about, I'm like, wow, what is he looking at? Jeez.
It's dark side. I gotta say it's dark side.
Maybe, I don't know. It could be, I don't know.
Because if it was Steppenwolf, he would have just said Steppenwolf.
Yeah, it's
gotta be dark.
But it's just like, maybe they're, I know. It's frustrating. I might have to check with my source on that one. Maybe he'll give me the info. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might send that over to him and be like, what are they looking at? And for all we know, they're looking at Whedon's butthole. I don't know. That guy. Sorry.
No wonder they're like, whoa.
Yeah, that's why they're like, what the hell?
Like, what the hell is that?
Oh my God, they're taking on the most villainous of villains.
That's our greatest enemy right here.
Look at that. We got some certain people in the comment section of this. The certain same people.
Oh yeah,
I love it. Yeah, I mean,
biggest fans.
Yeah, the biggest Black Sabbath guy. He's always there. Always there. Always one of the first to comment on my videos. It's quite interesting. But when it comes to the Snyder Cut, I mean, I've been getting in debates with people too because they feel that I'm not being supportive enough, and then I'm kind of getting on some of the fans for, hey, why they're talking to AT&T, on Twitter, and I'm going, why are you guys doing that? I mean, it doesn't really bother me too much, but I'm just going, that's not going to accomplish anything. Wait till at least the merger happens. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm okay with that as long as they're not harassing AT&T cares and they're not doing something negative. Ultimately, we are customers and consumers, and if there is some kind of in those type of situations, I know of many corporate customer service where they have an algorithm that compiles what is the most frequently asked question. And if it's at the top of that priority, if it looks up, it says hashtag release the Snyder Cut, they're going to be like, what is that? And I think there's so many people that they're wondering about that. Maybe we should look into it. And I think it's just a way to drive attention to those. And it goes up the ladder. They want to know what customers feel, things like that. And I see no problem with it as long as you keep it cordial.
True.
As long as you're not swearing at them.
When people get sent angry tweets, that's not helping.
Right.
But you're saying that probably having that hashtag a lot and them seeing that and using the algorithms, they're going to notice that a lot of people are talking.
It'll catch, because that's how they realize about like if something's wrong with your cell phone, something's wrong with this. It's compiled together, and you can see what is the most problems they have and what should they troubleshoot first. Not that there's probably a bigger problem out in the world than releasing a Snyder Cut. Like some network went down and we need to
they're going to be looking at that more
because people's lives are in danger. But
screw that, we want the Snyder Cut, Chris. Come on. I don't care.
Our lives are in danger right now. Release the Snyder Cut.
It's gonna bring everybody together. World peace. Kim Jong-un and Trump will watch it next to Dennis Rodman and Kanye West. We'll all watch it together. It's gonna be a beautiful thing.
It will solve world peace.
It will. It'll be like when Bill and Ted. It'll be like when Bill and Ted writes that awesome song that brings everybody together. Snyder's
I can't wait for the sequel. But
oh my god, that's gonna be interesting. I mean, I'm a big fan. I could still watch the first one. The second one, not so much. When I was a kid, I loved it just because I loved everything Bill and Ted. I was like the cartoon, the comic books, the figurines. I had it all. But it's going to be weird to see them at 50 and see what they do with that story.
Yeah, especially I don't think they're not going to act like how they. I'm honest. I pulled those two movies up when he announced that they were going to do it. Yeah, and I watched it, and it's really cringe-worthy.
Oh
and
yeah.
Like, oh, that was weird.
Especially Bogus Journey. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, it's like
really bad.
But
I don't think they're going to be like talking like not too much. I think they're going to be a little more mature. Hopefully,
right. It's going to be like the Karate Kid series.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
The Karate Kid.
Yeah, because that was surprisingly really good.
Really good.
I mean, I couldn't believe how I remember just putting it on and going, "Wow!" I thought this was going to be like a Funny or Die sketch. That's what it seemed like with the trailers. You're like, "Really? These guys are going to be doing this? All right, I'll watch. It's going to be funny." Right. But there was a lot of heart to it. There was a lot of unpolitically correct stuff.
Yeah, and they go into good stuff.
Yeah, and they flip the roles, but also at the same time, it's like you feel for Johnny, and then you're like, man, Daniel's a dick. But then there's times where you feel for Daniel, and Johnny's a dick. And then it's like they did a really good balance of the two characters, I must say.
And it's just a misunderstanding here and there, and it's like
they got the kids involved, and there's like twisty turny stuff with that. Yeah, and then they're dealing with bullying and everything with kids now. But of course, Johnny doesn't know how to deal with it now. He's got the old school mentality. Yeah, that's why he's so un PC, and he just says shit that just comes into his brain. It was so great.
Yeah, they get into that. It's really refreshing. The story writers, the writers on that, awesome.
Yeah, they did a great job.
I was surprised.
Especially with it being on YouTube Red. You'd expect like something like that on at least Netflix or something, but there's so many streaming services now. It's awesome.
I signed up for YouTube Red just for that.
Yeah, see, I think a lot of people did. Yeah. They got a big boost in signups.
If they keep doing that kind of quality shows, then yeah, you got me.
There you go. See, there you go,
Yeah.
YouTube. You got Chris.
Yeah.
I already have I use the TV, YouTube TV. So
You do?
Yeah,
Oh,
so I was able to stream it just on my TV for having that service. Yeah. Cut the cord, man.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. I
Yeah,
cut the
love
cord
it.
too, yeah. But
Yeah.
I screencasted.
Exactly.
To
Just
the
have a
TV,
Chromecast, so I just do my phone.
Oh, the Chrome. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and I got Netflix, and then I got a server that I share with somebody that puts a bunch of movies on there. So I'm like, cool. What do I want to watch today? You know, so that's good. But yeah, when it comes to the Snyder Cut, yeah. See well, I mean, there's a lot of things out there. I mean, there's even things that we really can't even talk about too much. You know, expect some good things hopefully coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, the AT&T merger thing is going to be big for, I think, some things and things that have to do with the Snyder Cut. You know, changing of leadership and stuff like that. So, yeah, we just got to be patient. That's all I got to say.
For me, when I heard what John, and I think his name is pronounced Stankey. Stankey? Stankey. He's the CEO now.
Okay.
Of what they call Warner Media. They took out the Time Warner. They're now called Warner Media. He's the boss now. And on CNN he had an interview that they're going to look for more content and then ways to drive more engagement to those content on multiple platforms.
Okay.
So that sounds good to me. That means
sounds really good to me.
They're going to look at the Snyder Cut and the potential of that and how to make money off of that thing.
Yeah.
If there's enough people wanting that, they're going to maybe look at that as a certain way.
To me, it'd be perfect for the DC Universe streaming service. It really would.
Yeah. That's what I said too,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, put it on there. You're gonna get a lot of people just like subscribing just to watch that shit, you know?
Right.
And then if it's which it obviously will probably be better than the theatrical version. A lot of people will buzz about it, and a lot of people will go over there, and then all of a sudden maybe it's like, oh, maybe we should release this on Blu-ray now, you know, or something.
Yeah, if they get enough clicks, enough engagement on that. I mean, Game of Thrones went on, Blu-ray, all those TV shows.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that,
oh, we want it. We want it so badly, but we just got to be a little patient, And I know, like I said, people are getting on me for not, being so active with it. It's like, hey, I talk about it a lot of my videos. I just try not to overhype things, so then people get disappointed. I kind of try to balance that a little bit, as much as I'm like dying for it, but of course I know information that's happening behind the scenes a little bit more than what the public knows. So that's why I'm just kind of like, all right, let's pull back a little bit on the hype right here, especially with the Comic-Con stuff. A lot of people are like, well, maybe he'll show up. He's hinting at that, and I'm like, I don't know.
I hope so, but
so do I. Don't get me wrong.
I hope so, but I gotta give it to you, man. You're like the strategic. You're like Batman. You're like, I gotta look at all parts. I'm wearing a Superman shirt.
Yeah, see,
you're wearing a Superman shirt. Yeah,
I know.
And I'm all like, I hope this, and they're like, wait.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I'm hoping, but I talk to multiple different things, and I try to break it all down. Like, well, wait a minute. I don't think they're going to bring them on. They're going to try to look at the 3 movies that they have ready to go more than anything. Yeah. But you never know. There's a slim chance that maybe all of a sudden he just shows up on the panel and who knows?
And I think I've said this before, but I don't think if there's any talk about it or some kind of announcement, it won't be a big announcement.
Yeah, exactly.
It would just be in passing kind of things. And also Justice League's going to have a director's cut coming out, and along with that DC animated movie or whatever, it's like, they're just like, it's just, and then, but for us, it would be like that one line and we'll just freak out. But
exactly.
But
the Snyder Cut exists. Yeah, I know it's a pipe dream, but we'll get there. So what are you thinking about what's going on with Wonder Woman 84?
84? Oh, is it in regards to that weird
anything
that Grace
everything
Randolph?
Well, oh god, okay, we can talk about that. Let's talk about that. Yeah, because Grace Randolph said that she was at some party that with a bunch of people and some people that are working on the movie apparently, and she heard plot details that made her, I guess, cringe.
Right.
And did not sound good to her.
Right.
Something about the lasso using wind to make her fly.
Lassoing the wind to fly or something.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
It doesn't really make sense when I thought she could just leap and kind of fly. I don't know.
Right. She kind of hovered in the first one.
Yeah, at the very end. I mean,
yeah.
she's doing that one thing, so I don't know. She didn't have the lasso out.
Yeah.
What else did she talk about?
There is no invisible jet. I can tell
Oh
you.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think so.
No, I don't think there's she just looked like she was sitting like this, but it looked like it was just like a close up to get that hair flying. You know, it's probably gonna be something like that. That's what I'm.
Oh, you know what? I changed my mind. There is an invisible jet. It's in the background, and it's been there since Wonder Woman, Batman v Superman, and
sitting there.
She doesn't use it, but it's there.
Yeah, if you look closely, you can
trust me. There's an invisible jet.
Yeah, there's a bird just like in midair. Looks like it's perched up on something.
Yeah.
It's right there. It's in the background. Easter egg.
There.
See, that's Snyder again. Snyder putting Easter eggs in the back. Patty Jenkins as well. Yeah, I mean, when I saw that, I immediately thought too. I'm like, oh man, are they really doing the invisible jet thing? And I'm like, she's flying really low. It looks like and then like when we saw this scene from far away, she was running really, really fast. You know?
So it was assisting her.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if it was just a close up with some kind of cool effect that they're doing, possibly maybe just to see that hair flowing. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I was guessing that she'll be doing a leap right after, and that's why they're making her run fast, and they'll just pull her up.
Yeah.
Which is
we saw her. Yeah, we saw her lifted up on the harness. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because that means it's not going to be CG'd.
Yeah. Practical. Yeah.
Practical, all practical on that. Yeah. So that's got to be scary for her.
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. Looked like she was having a good time though.
Yeah, that's true.
She seems like one. What's your thoughts on how Steve Trevor came back?
Oh man, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's a hallucination.
It's Captain Kirk.
Yeah, Captain Kirk. It's I don't think she's hallucinating, because if she's hallucinating or he's an illusion, he'd be wearing period clothing. Like
yeah, exactly.
But
he wouldn't be wearing a members only jacket and a Casio watch. Yeah.
And he's got the fanny pack, and he's looking around like he's confused. So he's got to be a man at a time, something like that.
Yeah, I think Grace also mentioned about him, right? There's
so
like, what is it?
He said when she kisses him, when Wonder Woman kisses him, kisses another dude,
she sees
Steve Trevor. And I'm like, that is so freaking Ghost, Patrick Swayze, Whoopi Goldberg. That's not going to work, I don't think.
Yeah, first off, it doesn't fall in line with him looking confused.
Right.
You know, because what is just some random dude confused, but she sees Steve Trevor? That's a little strange. Like I kind of get it, what she was saying, but when you actually watch certain things that are happening,
I think what she meant is his ghost probably inhabits another body.
Oh, okay, that's what she's talking about. Oh yeah, that's why you said ghost. Like,
yeah,
okay, So what's your theory about it all?
That is, I mean, she did come afterwards. She said that's all development.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if it's all development, then maybe they thought about how to get Steve Trevor back.
Yeah,
I think the thought process was, well, Chris Pine and Gal Gadot work very well together. They've got some chemistry on there. How do we get a guy that's dead coming back here? So I'm just wondering if that was just part of one of the thought processes.
Probably.
Of how to
I'm sure there was many. They probably had a whole list of how they bring him back.
Yeah.
And then it just sucks because then it makes his death not so, impactful in the first one, I guess. But
yeah.
And then you kind of wonder, like, are they retconning what happened in Batman vs Superman? But then you had the photo in the beginning of Wonder Woman, and she said thanks for bringing him back to Bruce. You got to wonder what's going on with that.
Right.
And see, I mean, my whole thing was like maybe he just went through a wormhole, and it's when that explosion happened, he had a bunch of chemicals in those canisters that were, kind of made with some kind of, I don't know. I can't remember exactly what was on that plane.
It's that gas thing that.
Yeah. Actually, what's her name created?
What it was.
Yeah. So maybe it did something, created a wormhole in 70 years in the future.
Yeah.
Dr. Poison. Yeah.
Yes. This whole retcon thing is interesting.
Yeah.
Basically, because we've already heard that Batman told Bruce says, I haven't even heard of you. You were gone for a century.
And in 1984, she's out in the open.
Yeah,
really, really
and
fast.
she's running around unless they did something. Someone, I had a conversation with a friend, and he's like, "This is gonna be balls to wall crazy, but what if that's not 1984 and she is under some kind of brother eye thing, and it's actually the present time, and it's and I'm like, I never thought of that, but
dude, my balls are tingling. That's not
and I'm
bad.
like, you mean that whole thing is not? Yeah, I'm like, oh, that could be a huge twist.
Yeah, that I did not think about that. Yeah, that's actually not a bad theory at all.
So,
Huh.
I'm like, it could be anything at this point.
It really could be anything. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not gonna like. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that are like, "What the hell is going on?" You know, people are talking about how bright the costume looks, and that.
I don't mind that at all. I mean, that's just.
It doesn't bother me. I mean, I did a video about it, and I said like, "Hey, maybe they just made it pop a little more, like they did with the Superman costume for Justice League. Added a little bit more, same costume, but just a little bit more. I don't know, just pop to it." Right. So that way, when it's filmed under like certain lighting, it looks great. Not like cell phone lighting, like in the beginning of Justice League. God damn it!
Yeah,
I hate that scene.
Yeah, it's the first thing we had to see.
Yes, it was just like gross. His costume looks so awful in that lighting. You could see the padding, all right here. That just looks terrible. And I'm like, what? Why?
And they had a picture of the behind the scene with that same costume. It looked fantastic.
Yes, exactly. It's like in a certain lighting, it really looks good. Like that deleted scene when Superman goes to Alfred, it looks so great right there because I was like, why did they need to do that? But then I went, well, with a certain lighting, it looks more alien, really.
Right.
And it sucks too because I mean he got the costume after he came back, but yet, since they fucked it up and shot with that costume, that opening scene, they kind of messed up their continuity big time right there because like, got the new costume before he died.
Right.
And it's like, what are you guys thinking? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
I want to know. I wish I was a fly on the wall of the decision to make to do that cell phone shot when Whedon pitched that. My God. Ugh.
It was almost like they were trying to tell you that Man of Steel never happened in a way, sort of saying like he was always like this.
Yeah. And hey, look at that. He's talking to kids and saying, "Hope's like your car keys." Like, no.
Car keys. I never heard. Nobody said that. Jonathan never said that. Jarrell didn't have a car.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
It's just terrible. But yeah, so I think they just kind of, they just made it pop a little bit more with the gold and the purples and everything. I think just making it pop a little more. I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. And Clay Annals did the shot. And
I mean, we don't know what the color palette. Yeah, we don't know what Patty Jenkins is going to use for a color palette. This was strictly Enos in the way that he shoots things.
But if it's going to be the 80s, they're going to tap into the look.
Oh, of course.
The retro bright colors. It's just to be the same. I hate saying tone all the time because people get offended. But the tone of the 80s retro everything. So yeah, it's turned into a bad word.
I know, right? Don't ever talk about tone. I just hope when she's running really, really fast, like we saw her in the behind the scenes video, they have that one song, "And I Run." That would be great. Little,
all the music, all the different.
Exactly. Why not? Yeah. Patty, if you're listening, add that in there. That'd be great.
Right.
Aquaman. The images for Aquaman. What'd you think about those?
Looks great. You see the last one was the sharks on this side.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I was like, is this for real? I can't wait to see these guys move.
This is, it's going to be something special. I mean, and then people got to realize that right there, that is why we haven't gotten a trailer yet. And that's why they're waiting. These special effects are going to be like, it's going to be something else like we've never seen before. And James Wan is a perfectionist. He wants to,
that's good.
He wants to give us a quality product, and he wants a quality trailer. So that's why we just got to be patient. I mean, but yeah, you look at those shots, and you're just like, wow, we're gonna see killer sharks, people riding sharks, people riding big ass seas,
and with sea creatures, sea dragons. I'm like, oh my God. That's the good thing about Aquaman is that it can only go up from there in terms of concept. It can only go up from there. It's not like we're going to watch another Superman movie. We're going to have that nostalgic idea, and then you're always going to be comparing, or Batman, you're always going to be comparing. there has been no Aquaman movie
Aquaman.
or any
The only-
type of movie.
The only thing they're going to compare it to is the Super Friends or, the cheesy Aquaman stuff.
Yeah.
And people are going to be blown away like, oh,
Right.
wait, Aquaman's like this? Like,
Oh.
yes, that's what we've been trying to tell you.
He's a badass
Pick up a book.
now.
Yeah. Pick up one of these books. He's not
Right.
just like, let's talk to fish, and ride seahorses and dolphins and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I know Family Guy always makes fun of them, and they're hilarious. It's hilarious.
It's
like, some of the
hilarious.
stuff.
But
But
it's okay to joke about it.
exactly. But I think that's what was perfect about Snyder casting Momoa. He was like, you know what? We don't need, let's make this character badass. Let's hire a badass who looks like it'd be more for the part. I mean, it wasn't the blonde-haired, blue-eyed devil dude. It was like, hey, let's get a Polynesian guy from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Who loves the water. I mean, I thought it was perfect. Like, I had no complaints about it. I know Aquaman fans probably did a little bit, but
they do.
But they've long since quiet about it. There's nobody that really has a problem with Momoa now playing Aquaman.
I still have a few friends who are still really not like this. Like, he's got to be short hair and blonde. And these are Asian guys, and I'm like, my God, come on.
No, hey, I'm still wondering why we don't have I'm still wondering why we never have gotten a blonde-haired Barry. I don't know what's up with that. You ever notice that? Like,
true.
The Flash TV show in the 90s.
Yes.
Dark hair.
Yeah.
The Flash that was almost in the the Justice League Mortal movie.
Yeah.
It was Adam Brody. He has dark hair.
Right.
The Flash we have, Grant Gustin has dark hair. Fucking Ezra Miller, dark hair. I don't know why they don't.
What's up with that?
Why do
they all have dark hair?
They don't like a blonde hair Barry.
Actors who have blonde hair.
Yes, I don't know. It's so it's so strange.
I'm trying to remember the Smallville
guy, I think, did. Yeah, but that was cheesy.
Or did he have brown hair?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. It got so cheesy when they were bringing in some of the other Justice League members. Like, hey, this is the Aquaman guy. He wears orange shirts and green board shorts, so it's Aquaman. It's like, it was just kind of weird to me. I don't know. Never got into it.
Yeah.
I just never got into that show. And a lot of people are like, dude, you got to watch it. I'm like, I can get into Gotham, but I just couldn't get into Smallville. Just couldn't do it.
Smallville had its moments, but it was just too long. That show should have ended.
Went on
in
for
5
how
seasons.
long?
11 seasons. Oh, no, 10 seasons.
Whoa.
10 seasons.
No way.
And it continued because the 11th season was a comic book run.
Was it?
Yeah, with him actually in the Superman suit that he never
that's great. I've seen the little
It's weird.
Images of that. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I think what got me with that show was the fact that Luthor and Clark were going to the same school together. And I think that's been actually written in the books, but I just right then and there I was like, I don't know, I can't buy it. Just can't buy it.
And he's like in Elseworlds.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't get into it, but I'm into Gotham. And that's totally, it's not the normal Batman story, but there's elements, of course. But did you get into Gotham by chance?
Yeah, I did, and I kind of got off it for a while, but I came back on.
I gotta catch up.
But I'm gonna get back on now because if it's ending, I don't see what that ends.
It disappoints me because they there's so much that they could still do, and I'm wondering if they're gonna feel rushed. If it's gonna feel rushed. Are they going to have him get into the actual cape and cowl at the end? But he's still very young. I don't think it's going to work. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got a...
He's only like 15. Up a little. Yeah, 15, 16 years old. I don't know how old he is.
The only thing I can think of is 10 years later, and they get another guy to be like, this is Bruce, by the way.
What would also be a good idea, I thought, would be, end Gotham, but then let's do a series about Bruce training and doing the League of Shadows and doing all that.
Oh, I see.
For 3 seasons. Yeah, for DC, for the DC universe.
Right.
Have the same actor. Have something, I don't know. Just show his process of doing that. Maybe, I don't know. They wouldn't go for it. They don't listen to me.
Right. Is there something about that, by the way? I don't know if you would know about not being able to talk about or do anything with Batman in the current CW because of some kind of legal thing with the movies, and that's why they put it on Fox because they could. It's out of the.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't know.
You might be onto something. You might be, but I mean, they've teased Batman, in the Arrow universe and everything. I know that.
Yeah.
Remember, Bruce Wayne's name has been dropped, in the Arrow universe before, and I've seen articles and stuff saying that there's a possibility that he would, but I doubt it. I don't think they're gonna have him show up.
Okay.
But they have Superman show up, so there's 2 different versions of Superman.
That's true.
Yeah. So, which I haven't watched any of that. Do you watch Supergirl or any of that stuff?
Oh, I just couldn't get through all the campiness of it.
It's okay. You could say how you really feel, Chris.
Like, I know people are like, my own friends were like, you gotta watch that Final Crisis, whatever.
Oh yeah,
Crisis on Infinite Earth. It's the best thing. It's better than all the movies. And I'm like watching them, like,
yeah.
I like, it's cool with that budget.
Yeah.
But it's not better than the movies. I'm sorry.
Yeah. People are reaching when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll catch up on all that. I don't know. I was watching Flash like season 3, and then I kind of fell off. And I was watching Arrow season 6 or something like that. Kind of fell off. So I don't know. I'll probably get back into it one of these days. Yeah. But let's get into the questions now. I'm already an hour into this thing. Look at that. It's flying by, dude.
Where is the questions?
Well, just click the. I'm just going.
Is it on yours?
Hashtag. I'm just doing the hashtag Film Junket podcast.
Okay.
Because that's the easiest way. I mean, I know there's people that are just yelling at each other on the comment parts. So.
Oh.
You know how it is. I don't know. Nobody's really yelling too much. I don't want my Batman in that shitty Arrowverse. There you go. Stuff like that.
Oh.
People are voicing their opinions. That's all. It's good stuff. Anyways, but if you guys want to ask a question, somebody's asking where Film Gob is. Maybe we'll get Film Gob.
Film Gob. By the way, someone said that Film Gob could take us both trolls out. I'm actually, I consider myself a friend of his.
I'm mutual with him. I mean, I know we don't agree with everything.
Yeah, we don't agree with it.
Yeah, because he goes really hard at the MCU stuff, and I kind of go, let's back it up a little bit. But hey, that's his channel. That's his niche. That's his shtick. That's fine. Yeah. Whatever works.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know. To me, it's just like, let's talk about film. Let's discuss it as opposed to just trashing stuff too much.
He's been going on to independent films more, and
good
things like that.
No, he's really talented.
That.
When I watch his videos, and he puts a lot of work into it, which I wish I could do that sometimes. And
oh my god,
he's really good. He's talented. What
his season openings where it's like. He does the whole animated stuff, and now he's in space, and I'm like, wow, that is where do you?
He puts a lot of work into it. I mean, I'm just in front of this fucking thing and talking shit. It's basically what I'm doing.
Me too.
Yeah, you got your little collection behind you. It's cool. Yeah. Anyways, here we go. Let's see. Claytalian. He asked, decided to post this question before I forgot it. With all the will he won't in regarding Affleck as Batman in the Reeves film, do you think it'd be a mistake for him to appear without Affleck with it or with a new actor at this year's Comic-Con? God, I had really trouble reading that shit.
Oh,
I feel there'd be a better ash. Yeah, so he's basically saying what if Matt Reeves showed up with the actor that he's going to choose for Batman? Would there be backlash?
There depends on who they show, but
true.
It will be a backlash regardless if it's not Ben Affleck.
Of course,
but at least it will answer our questions.
Mm-hmm.
At least we could
have some closure on it.
Closure on it in a way, yeah.
But it sucks because I think even Jay Oliva said that when he worked with Affleck, when he started working with Affleck for the solo Batman movie, Affleck was really positive and really was wanting to make a really good movie and do at it again. So I don't know. It's so weird. It's just so weird. I don't know. Yeah. Michael Manette, he asked, this question is for both of you. What is one film you hate with a fury, passion, and why? For me, it's Superman 4, The Quest for Peace. It's awful story, cheap special effects, and Nuclear Man. What are you talking about? Nuclear Man was awesome. My God. I liked it when I was a kid. I'll give it that. But
I liked it when I was a kid.
That's usually the case.
I look back on that now, and it's just nostalgia more than actually quality of film.
So what's a movie you hate with a fury, passion?
Fury and passion?
Yeah.
I don't think I have one. To be honest.
You're so nice,
There's
Chris.
something good about everything, man. Just look at the
this,
positive.
Look at him, this Mr. Positive over here. We need more people like you.
Like even the movies that I didn't quite like, I could say, well, this part was good and this part was good. I don't think can't remember of one.
Yeah. Hate with a Passion is strong. Yeah, there's Hate with a Passion is strong. I remember when I walked out of the first Purge, I absolutely fucking hated that movie. Because there's just something about it. I mean, I could watch it again and there's just something about things that happen in that movie where I was like, really? It's just, there's still this, that, and this. It just upset me, I think, more than anything. Yeah. But Hate with a Passion, I'm kind of with you on that.
Hate with a Passion.
Yeah, there's nothing out there that. Yeah, there's nothing out there that's really like.
To be honest, I mean, like Sci-Fi Channel stuff, it's really stupid and.
Oh, of course, but you accept it.
But you accept it because it's a sci-fi movie. You're like, that's exactly. Movie stuff.
That's what they're going for.
What's going for.
That's why there's 6 Sharknadoes.
Yeah,
it's pretty freaking crazy.
Crazy.
DTS 1186. Yes. What does you think about my position that the Snyder Cut hopefuls shouldn't have made noise on AT&T's Twitter feed? We actually already kind of.
I think we talked about that. Yeah.
Already talked about. Basically, well, this guy. I remember we had a little debate. He said, I told him that's not a good thing, and he was like saying it should be, blah blah blah. To me, it was just like, constantly sending that when the merger thing is still in the process and everything. That's where I was kind of like, oh, we're really going to do this? But you brought up a good point where, yes, the algorithm, and if they keep on seeing that hashtag, they'll start paying attention to it. So my stance,
merger is done. It's all
it's all
good.
All it's just in the process now, and now we'll see what happens. So no, I mean, Chris turned my my view about that a little bit. I just, like I said, we don't want people to just constantly harass, and if they're going to send angry tweets, which for the most part, I don't think they are. So
I don't think they are. I think I've seen please.
A lot of please and blah blah blah. So it's all good now. DTS, don't worry. Alan McElroy. Yeah, if I'm saying your name right, probably not. He asks, guys, with the chance in direction that Warner Brothers seems to be taking with regards to DC films, i.e. more standalone director-driven, do you believe JL2 is still on the cards? Ooh.
A long time from now, I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. And who knows?
Who knows when?
I mean, obviously, we wanted to see what the actual JL2 was going to be about. And JL3 for all we know. So, I mean, I'm not even excited for another Justice League movie. I'm still hurt. Sting of last November is still there.
Yeah.
We're still stinging from that. So I don't think it's on in the cards right now. I think they want to get the solo movies out, and wherever they take like this Joker and this Elsewhere shit, maybe they're testing the waters with that. So.
There's New Gods and
New Gods,
Harley and Birds of Prey and all these other movies that are out there floating around.
So I don't think JL2. I think that got pushed in the back burner quite a bit.
I think, unless we're wrong. And sometimes San Diego Comic-Con are like, Justice League, Legion of Doom. I'm like, what?
For all we know, they're going to come out like Oprah and say, and you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a movie, and you get a movie. It might be like that.
Might be a movie, yeah.
And
I'll be all happy for it.
Exactly.
I'm happy to be wrong.
Yeah, always happy to be wrong. So that's the thing. It's like usually when I talk, stuff I hear, stuff I know, there's always a chance that I'm wrong, and I will cop to it. I will admit when I'm wrong. That's what you got to do in this fucking profession. You get chewed up. You get chewed up by these people. Sam Parker Metal asks, fingers crossed it's Prometheus 3, but if still it's not, it looks like a new Ridley Scott film has begun pre-production. Ooh, look at that.
I saw
What's
that.
your thoughts? Is it the Merlin movie? I thought he was going to do like a Merlin thing.
Was there a Merlin movie?
I don't know. I thought Disney got him for that, for a Merlin movie. I don't know. Could be that, but
maybe I have to look at filmography.
Who knows with Scott? That guy, he is like, all right, when he's ready to shoot a movie, he's like this. Let's do it. I mean, look what they did with the Kevin Spacey thing with All the Money in the World movie, whatever the hell it's called. you remember all that?
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
How they
he
had
was
to
pretty
replace
quick.
him?
He actually,
Yeah.
and it seems to have worked out.
Yeah, he's fast. Like I heard they shot The Martian in like a record time. And The Martian required a lot of, I don't know where exactly they shot it, but I mean, of course, it probably was a lot easier with like the Matt Damon scenes. But I mean, there was a lot of production that needed to go into that movie, and apparently they shot it in record time. So he's a fast filmmaker.
So I'm looking at right now his filmography. Is on 4th of January 2018 it was reported that Scott, or you're right, is in talks to direct a Disney film adaptation of the Merlin saga, which is based on a 12-book series. So it could be that.
Could be that. I would very much like to see a Prometheus 3, but I don't think Fox is going to go for it. I mean,
I think aren't they like kind of like, well, we shouldn't do more projects yet?
Probably,
what's going to happen?
Yeah. And then Disney presents Alien. The Alien. God damn, I don't know. That's just weird. That's just so weird.
Aliens in the Magic Castle.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. It's gonna be like that alien at the end of Spaceballs.
Oh no.
Oh man. Yeah. So as much as I would love to see Prometheus 3, because I enjoyed Prometheus and Alien Covenant. I enjoyed it.
Covenant didn't make that much good in the box office.
So that's why they might not
kind of put on the back burner. Okay.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. King Kairoy 7. He asked, "Hey Dave, what 3? Well, this is to both of us. What 3 DCEU films do you think are going to be blessed? Are we going to be blessed with after Aquaman, Shazam, and Wonder Woman 84? What do you think, Chris? What 3?
Oh my God! What I want? What's gonna happen?
Yeah. Say what you want. Tell me what you want.
Superman, man, come on, Superman. And I would like to see Batman actually.
Yeah.
Superman, Batman, and actually, this one is probably going to be Flash. I wanted to see what Flash is about.
So you want
Back to the Future? What does?
Yeah.
Actually, very much mean. Yeah.
I'm supposed to make a video about that. Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, this is Dream. Snyder Cut.
Of course, yeah. If it's a dream inside a dream, Inception.
Yeah. Then
That's what you want to see. But what do you think it's gonna be?
What's gonna be? Well, I think that Joker thing is gonna probably do. They seem to be. They can't help themselves, but great for you because you're a Batman fan. But having all those Batman type of movies.
Yeah.
So I think Flash would be. It would be Flash, Green Lantern Corps, maybe on the horizon, and possibly I've named more than 3 movies, but Birds of Prey.
Yeah, I think those are going to be the next ones.
Because Jeff Johns is writing Green Lantern Corps, so I don't know how fast that's going to track.
True. I think the next 3 will be New Gods, Flash, and Batman. New Gods.
Yeah,
New Gods, Flash, and Batman. I think will be the next 3. What I want is Man of Steel 2, Batman, and Nightwing. I want that fucking Nightwing movie. Goddammit.
Chris McKay. Yeah,
yes.
I think
I don't know what's going on with
what
that.
He's thinking about.
I don't know.
See, I'm like wondering about all these plans that were pre-Walter Hamada. Are they still?
He might have came in and said no. Yes, no. Who knows? Hopefully, like I said, Comic-Con's hopefully going to clear all this up because I'm developing an ulcer for all this shit.
Yeah, there's a tweet just now from that Daniel RPK, that scooper, and he just put a brief picture of Hawk Girl, like not happy. So I think that means Hawk Girl or Hawkman is no longer on the slate if it ever was.
I don't even remember if it was or not.
Well, it's Mr. Scoopy Pants, like you called him.
Yeah,
that said, Hawkman's out, and Jeremy Conrad says Hawkman.
Oh boy, well, whatever.
Okay. But that's interesting. I just saw that tweet now.
Okay, that's cool. Let's see, Nasir. He asks, "Hey Dave, I hope you read my comment on your Kelly Marie video. My question is, could the Matt Reeves Batman movie get a February or November release date of a summer from Warner Brothers? Cheers." So he's asking if it's going to get a February or November. Nah, they're going to release that in the summer. I can't see them doing it. Do you think like February or November for Batman?
Well, November,
would be better.
February and November are getting better at release dates. I mean, it's
true because
there's
Black
movies
Panther
come
and
out in
Deadpool,
December and they come out Deadpool. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, man, if Batman could come out like, wouldn't that be cool in October where it's like kind of a horror movie?
Right? Hey, see, telling you.
I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, it's packed.
You know what? Like you said, the tweet, you know, the 3 people that are starting to run these films are all Asian. They need you to round up. They need a Wong in there. That's what you said.
I need a Wong.
Yeah, we need a Wong in there. You know,
Warner Brothers, if you're looking, I'm
exactly.
Tell
he's
me,
got
I'll
some
move.
ideas. There you go. Yeah, there you go. We need some Chris Wong in there. You got some good ideas there, bud.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'll
light up San Diego. I'll come out at Hall H and start screaming.
There you go. You get a movie. You get a movie. Yes. Yeah. I like it. Jeff Zzz99 asked, have you seen the new Death of Superman animated movie? What do you think of it? And what do you think of all the Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman references? Did you watch it?
I have not.
I haven't either because I was like, I saw a bunch of people talking about it.
I were like, it's leaked, but where?
Yeah. I saw a bunch of people talk about it. And then I looked up, I was like, when is this supposed to be released? And it said next month. And I'm going, did they release it internationally before here? What the hell? Yeah. And then people were like, oh, it leaked. And then I'm kind of going, all right, should I take part of the leak watch or should I have some
release?
Yeah. How should I approach this?
Yeah.
Because I planned on buying it. You know, I bought the Suicide Squad animated movie and I enjoyed the shit out of that. Mm-hmm. And so I'm kind of like, I'm kind of having a tug of war with myself here.
Well, I don't even know where the leak is.
No, I don't know. I'm sure if you can find it on some of the prompt there.
Unless it leaked on digital on iTunes.
But I heard that it actually does reference Man of Steel, Batman or Superman. It kind of takes that universe. And doesn't like the Krypton show kind of deal with the Snyder universe? Somewhat.
But they do throw in that Jeff Johns. I don't know if it's Jeff Johns, but because he is partaking in that. But like you hear the Christopher the John Williams score.
So there's a little bit of that too.
A bit, yeah. When you see the Superman symbol, so you're like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
So it's a little bit of both, which is not bad. I gotta watch that show still.
It's really rad. It's really out there.
I've seen a lot of people's reactions.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of reactions and a lot of people saying good things and a lot of beautiful shots. Like when they showed the Brainiac ship, that image, I was like, oh yes. I was like, that is a beautiful shot. Yeah.
Brainiac himself is like, oh, that's Brainiac.
Well, that's
cool. Not the I saw the picture of the Supergirl one.
Oh yeah, laughing. It was like Brainiac 5 or something like that. What can you do? All right. Tevin asks, I heard the original cut of Batman vs Superman was longer than what we had in the Ultimate cut. Yeah. Some scenes like Clark looking for Martha were cut out, as well as dialogue when Batman says, "It's time to take you." It's time to take you a man. Okay. Before he hits Soups with kryptonite gas. Yeah. From what I heard, the first, I guess you could say the first actual director's cut of Batman vs Superman was 3 hours and 15 minutes or 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah. It's long.
Yeah. There was a scene where apparently Clark's looking for Martha.
And he's hearing all the different noises.
Yeah, which I want to hear that.
Because I think that would have added to it.
Yeah, because that would have been creepy, first off, because he's hearing all the bad shit.
Yeah. But you know what's going to come out after? The bloggers is like, see, he's not saving people.
He's not saving people. Oh, my God. I'm like, yeah, it's because it's because he's being real. He's being real with his powers. It's like, if he's trying to listen, he's going to listen to all the bad he's going to hear all the bad screams and stuff like that.
He has to make a choice between his mom and all these people.
in Superman Returns, they kind of had a similar scene where he was like up above and he was just kind of listening. And then all of a sudden everything goes quiet. He opens his eyes and then shoots forward. I'm like, that was pretty badass.
That was pretty badass.
I mean, there's a lot of bad things about Superman Returns, but there's also a lot of good things that I really enjoyed about it. I mean, that airplane sequence when he was rescuing the plane, that was
awesome.
That was absolutely awesome. I mean, there's a lot of cringy moments in that movie, but that scene was badass.
Right.
So they already had somewhat of that kind of thing, and I would really love to see it because it sounds like it'd be like creepy, and he just can't find his mom. I mean, my God.
Yeah. I think Zack Snyder, didn't he post out that says the ultimate cut is my cut? Is this the one he chooses to be his director's cut? So,
yeah, I think so. But I think I'm just talking about his first.
Oh, I see. How much material?
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, but I mean, it's understandable. I mean, the ultimate cut flows so perfectly to me.
Right.
Because you watch that theatrical version, yeah, you could see it's like things just kind of bounce around and things feel left open and whatever. But you watch that ultimate, it's a 3-hour movie. It feels less. It feels less than theatrical cut.
By the way, this fellow named Enemy of State who goes on my YouTube. I don't know if you see him too. He sent me a link of the Dawn of Justice edit where he edits out the Bullet story. The Bullet story. The whole Bullet. Lois Lane trying to chase the Bullet and going to General Swanwick and all that stuff. All cut out.
Really?
But he left the ultimate cut parts of Clark and everything in there. And so it comes out to 2 and 20 minutes. I watched it last night and I was like, okay, that should be the theatrical version.
Oh, okay.
Because it connects Clark. It was all about Clark and Bruce.
Oh, okay.
But Lois Lane has come to a real minimal.
See, but we don't want that. Yeah.
But so that is a problem in itself. But I'm thinking if that was the theatrical, that actually flowed better than the theatrical. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I have to check that out.
Yeah. I'll send you a link.
Cool. Let's see. Chris Dawson, author. This guy is actually doing a black suit.
Oh, the black suit super. Yeah.
He looks like he's doing a really good job with it. Yeah. I mean, the images that he showed.
Where is it at, Chris?
See what I heard. I know what I heard too from who I talked to. The black suit was always on the table. When they filmed it, they filmed in the normal suit. But I think they filmed it in such a way with like the lighting and stuff like that it would be easy for them to make it a black suit in post-production. That's what I heard. So it was even on the table after they finished production.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, little something I heard.
You know, interesting, the ending fight with Superman. You know how it's like oversaturated?
Oh yeah.
I'm wondering if how in reverse of what Chris Dawson's using, turning into black and silver.
Yeah.
Was it black and silver and they turn it into blue and red?
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think because a lot of that was reshot stuff, right?
Oh, that's true. Whedon would have
reshot. Yeah, Whedon wouldn't. Yeah, they were trying to.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't not like you. Don't remind
that was a live action Lego Batman.
Oh my god, it really was.
I think I told that to Joseph Zod Writer Show last night.
That's right. You're on another podcast last night, huh?
It was a radio podcast. I think he was on here. I just saw him. I don't know if he's still here, but
okay. Yeah, I think I saw him say best have a good show, guys.
Oh, okay.
Should probably follow that guy. Anyways, let's see. Majin Gaku Black, and I always say your name wrong because I'm not into anime. This is getting very interesting. Yeah, I think you've probably seen him too. This is getting very interesting. Wouldn't be surprised if a bidding war for 21st Century Fox goes up to $100 billion. Well, at what point could the DOJ
get involved?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that because this is not a vertical merger. This is the same type of a studio with a big studio and another big studio.
Okay.
It's not like Comcast going to a studio. The Comcast going to a studio is the same as AT&T buying out Time Warner.
Gotcha.
They're different companies. One's a telecommunications
communications
company, and there's an entertainment.
That. Yeah.
But this is entertainment and entertainment. If DOJ is going to stop anything, they should stop that.
Yeah, good point.
That should stop that.
Yeah. Some people don't realize like the different, like how companies aren't exactly the same. Like I used to work for Time Warner Cable, but that's not the same as working for Time Warner Company. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, exactly.
They have so many different factions.
Exactly.
100 billion? I don't know.
I don't know if we'll get that far up.
They're already putting in shares and stocks already.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna give up real soon.
Of course. It's just a tug of war right now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Fox is like swimming in money.
Exactly. Yes! They're just like throw it at us, boys. Throw it at us. They're gonna be like Scrooge McDuck and diving into all the fucking gold coins. Let's see. Scarson. He says rank the current in production DCEU films in terms of your anticipation. Go ahead and rate them. What's your the three? Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. What do they call that? Win play show?
What do you mean?
Just first, second, third.
Oh, in terms of quality, like
yeah, or no, like what you're excited,
or...
what you're excited.
Oh,
for.
my excitement level.
Yeah.
Well, I think I gotta be Aquaman first.
Yeah,
and not because it's being released first, because I have not seen anything like that before.
Exactly.
And underwater wars and fighting and talking underwater. For
I know that's gonna be
movie.
Interesting.
That's
I love how one is just like they're just gonna talk.
They're just gonna talk.
No air bubbles.
And you know those pictures that we saw in Entertainment Weekly? I'm like, shouldn't their hair be rising in the water, or is it? Yeah. Or what's going on there?
I wonder. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Well, I know like when they. When you
they tie their hair back.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they did for Momoa, kind of. Like he had his hair like in a ponytail, which makes sense.
But Mara, her hair is down.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. But I think Juan we trust. So what's your second?
Second's gotta be. Is this in order? It is. Is it? Yeah. It is Shazam.
Shazam's your second?
And that's only because I'm waiting for that. If there's gonna be a Superman cameo.
Yeah.
And I want to see that suit, how that's going to be like, how he's going to fly and how he's going to act in it. We only seen behind the scenes shots of him, terrible behind the scenes shots of him.
Yeah, a lot of
and I mean the trailer could have fixed that. Could fix that
easily. It'll be fine.
But that's and then third, of course, Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, I agree. Mine's the same. Because we've already seen Wonder Woman. We've already
you know what to expect. Yeah,
we know what to expect, but of course, being in the 80s, that's intriguing and stuff. But Aquaman looks absolutely gorgeous. It's gonna be something we've never seen before, really, and then of course Shazam, also similar too. We haven't seen really quite like a character like this before either. So
I haven't seen David F. Sandberg do this type of film.
Yeah, I trust that guy.
I've seen all his freaking scary short films.
Yeah,
I can
guy's
sleep
talented
sometimes, but he's got a lot with his wife. And this is gonna be his first superhero movie, first non-horror movie. What's that gonna be like?
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited for it. He's a great filmmaker. That last Annabelle movie shouldn't have been good. That's what I keep saying.
Yeah,
I mean, like, there's been how many, like 4 Annabelle movies or something like that? If you mix it in with The Conjuring.
Oh, with The Conjuring, 3.
So 3.
Annabelle The Conjuring was just a little thing at the beginning.
But I mean, it's just that first standalone Annabelle movie wasn't that great.
That wasn't.
And then it was like, okay, this one, we'll see what happens. But it was actually really damn good. Like, it's really crazy what he did with that.
Yeah.
John Smith, 2049. He asks, "Do you think that we will ever get the Snyder Cut?" Yes. Stop asking.
Yeah.
You got 2 yeses.
It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, it's all about patience. Nosco Outlaw, he asked, with the DCEU fandom easily split over topics such as the Snyder Cut and Jeff Johns, would a DC dark and light film plan cause more fracturing in the fandom when it may make more business sense to unite?
Well, actually, if you think about it, it's kind of the best of both worlds.
It really is.
If you like DC Light, go with DC Light. If you like DC Dark, go with DC Dark. We've got all the content in the world for
it'd be smart for them to do that.
And DC is known for their multiverse, so that's how DC is. So
and then I want people to and people stop talking about the Jeff Johns thing, for God's sakes. I mean, it's. Yes, we've heard things, and I don't know. Everybody's got their different stance on it, and I'm like, what? Nobody's gonna convince the other side of what the heck was heard and blah blah blah. The point is, he's still part of this world. He's still a talented writer. Hopefully, that translates with what he's gonna do with Green Lantern Corps. He's still helping with the other movies, and I'm just looking forward.
He's at a good place right now. I think
this
is what he is. This is what he does. He's
he wasn't right for that. He wasn't right for that position, that Kevin Feige position. He wasn't right for it. Simple as that. He wasn't right for it.
That takes him away from stuff that he's good at.
Exactly.
And so now he's out. He's paying his own way. He's medical, whatever.
Exactly.
But he gets to write for the movies, and then they will take that story and write screenplays out of it.
And it's a character he's written a lot of books for, and a lot of good ones.
Did some good ones. Blackest Night.
Yes. Yeah. Highly recommend picking up a John's Green Lantern book. Yeah. Didn't he also do the Hal Jordan Rebirths? He did, right? Did he
Yeah,
help on
I
that?
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did.
That was a great start of I loved how the
I don't think I've read. No, I haven't
you
read
didn't
that
read
one.
the how
Yeah, the
you
Rebirth.
should.
Yeah,
The way that
I'm
the
really
rebirth.
behind on Rebirth.
Oh yeah, so am I now. But I started off with reading the Hal Jordan rebirth, and it was really good story that they started off with him. Let's see, Palish Patel. Sorry, I'm butchering names left and right here. What do you guys think about Green Arrow? Should be part of the DCEU or the other universe they are talking about? I always wanted him in the DCEU. You know what I wanted?
Yeah,
And I always said, what would be awesome if they teased it in Justice League, like, Bruce Wayne goes, he's going to work or he's at Wayne Enterprises, and like his secretary goes, "Hey, your 1 o'clock is here," and he opens up and it's fucking Oliver Queen. I wanted that.
That would have been cool.
And, just that, and I wanted him to be played by what's his nuts, Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah. I just wanted that. Like, that'd be cool if it was just teased that he just has a meeting with all, because we know that that infograph that showed the DCU, it showed Queen Industries. So we know that he exists. Yeah. But it's like, hey, just tease him and then maybe have him on another movie or the solo Batman movie or something like that. I don't know.
Even had the Cord Industries.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah.
Had everybody
there. Yeah.
So
I would totally. I don't know I wonder if that is because of the Arrow on TV. I don't know. Yeah. That's the case, but I want, do you remember that, who was it? David Goyer had done a story about, what was that prison? I'm totally Supermax.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And he had a story about that where it's just Green Arrow, kind of like how Batman Arkham Asylum. Yeah. It was just all in that prison, and I was like, oh, that would have been awesome.
Be amazing.
Yeah. So.
Something like that.
Yeah, maybe in the future. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, if they were gonna do a Batman trilogy in the DCU, I wouldn't mind him like showing up for little things.
Yeah,
kind of cool. Maybe not. I'm not saying give him a flat out movie, but have him show up, test the waters. Maybe eventually get his own movie. I don't know.
Right.
But I mean, we got the Birds of Prey supposedly thing going on. Black Canary, obviously, it has to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So if there's a Black Canary, there's a Green Arrow. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. We'll see. What would be your ideal casting choice for Green Lantern? Safari asked that.
Ooh. What is yours?
Well, some people are throwing that Logan guy that was just in the Upgrade movie. Kind of like that. I've always liked, kind of liked him as a choice. I mean, he looks like Tom Hardy. I mean, they don't act alike or anything like that. They just look like each other. They could play brothers for sure. I've always been a fan of James Marsden.
Yeah,
playing Hal. I'm a fan of what's his? I can't remember his name. The guy who's in Moonlight for Jon Stewart. He's also going to be in the Predator movie. I forgot his name. Can't remember his name right now. Totally drawn a blank.
I think it's is it Cottonmouth from?
No, not that guy. No, you're thinking of you're thinking of the guy. He won the Oscar for supporting in Moonlight. I'm talking about the main dude in Moonlight. I know what you're talking about. You're talking about Ali.
Yeah. No, it's not him.
No,
or Marshall Ali.
Yeah. Talking about the other guy. He's in the Predator movie too, and he was also in that.
I can't remember the Predator.
That one movie at the beginning of the year.
Oh, no.
But I also like who else do I like for Jon Stewart? I mean, Idris Elba. That's a pipe dream. They're not gonna have an Idris Elba. But what
well, put it this way: how is it in terms of the what's rumored of 40-plus-year-old, an older Hal Jordan and a 20 or 30 Jon Stewart? I think.
Yeah, something like that. I think.
Yeah. So
I'm
like, well, if I'm talking in terms, I'm still kind of on. Okay with Tom Cruise, by the way. I know you don't like it. I know you don't like that.
You can't run in space.
I know you got. Yeah. You can't do much trick. It's all CG, dude.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm still.
I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hate it.
Wouldn't be too bad.
I like Tom Cruise. I wouldn't hate it, but I don't see it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think what Stephen Colbert had done that picture with. Straight from what was that movie?
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow, and he turned it in. I was like, oh yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
with the mask and stuff. But but James Martin was my other pick for that.
Yeah, he'd be a good one. He'd be a good one.
Jon Stewart, I was thinking it could even like John Boyega.
Oh yeah, John Boyega would be a good shot.
That would be
I like
too
him.
bad.
I liked him in Pacific Rim too because he had good charisma in that movie.
Yeah, I like that speech at the end. I was thinking also because Killmonger's spoiler, not there anymore.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan might be cool. Jon Stewart. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see if they're gonna be announcing anything with that at Comic-Con. Hopefully they do, but who knows? With when John's just got tasked to start writing it, I don't know how much he's going to use of Goyer's script that's already there, but
or it's thrown out. Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know if there's going to be too much Green Lantern talk at Comic-Con, but we shall see. Hopefully they do it. So that's it, guys. We've already done an hour and a half, and I think we should wrap it up right here. Chris, how can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube, Ping Pong. You can either type in Ping Pong Flick Show or at Chris Wong-Swenson. I'm on Twitter at Nexus Pong.
There you go. Watch his videos. I think we'll be doing probably a post Comic-Con next month. We'll do a post podcast and discuss on why is Lucasfilm trending? Sorry, that just caught my eye.
Yeah, they canceled the spin-offs.
That's right. I'm gonna
put it on hold.
I'm gonna do a short video on this because it's like, good job, nerds. Good job. I want that Obi-Wan movie. God damn it.
I wanted Obi-Wan more than Solo.
So did I. I think everybody did. I think they kind of messed up a little bit with that. You saw Solo, right?
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't
like I'm like, oh my god, it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Bad. It was.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I mean, there were some things in there, and I'm like, really, that's how he got his name? That's bullshit. But then
that's true.
Yeah, but then when him and Chewie, met up, I liked that sequence. That was a really good scene. So
I felt like that could have been many movies and how he got each thing. Like they pulled it all to one. That's how he got his blaster. That's how he got his ship. That's how he got, it's like, wow, that's all in one movie.
Pretty much they had they had bullet points. How does he get this? How does he get that?
Yeah.
And the name one was just stupid.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, yes. So go watch Chris's videos. He go subscribe to his channel. Go follow him on Twitter. And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at Davey Pena. All my stuff's down there, of course. And you can hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you can hear when I have new videos. And, I've been off work all week, so I've been trying to brewing up new things that are coming up on this channel. Hopefully I can get them done by this weekend. The old things that are coming back, maybe some new things. We'll see what happens. So anyways, guys, appreciate you guys clicking in, and we will talk to you later.